Hey, friend, we are back with another episode of Leveling Up Talks by MaxUverse. I'm Susan, and this is the space where we talk about personal growth, mindset shifts, powerful books, and what it really looks like to build a meaningful life and business, one intentional step at a time. This show was created for the intentional builders, the vision carriers, the ones working a full day and still daring to build something more. If you have more than one dream in your heart, more than one talent in your hands, and more than one responsibility on your plate, you are exactly where you belong. Everything we talk about here is about building sustainably, strategically, and without abandoning your real life. What if being multi-passionate is not your distraction? What if it is your design? Today we're talking about living a multi-passionate life while working a 9-to-5. And yes, we are also talking about what happens when you need to add another stream of income in order to fund your dreams. This is not a hustle glorification, I promise. This is strategic expansion. So let's ground this episode with today's success quote. You can do anything, but not everything. David Allen. That quote is freeing because being multi-passionate does not mean doing all passions at once. It means honoring your range while managing your rhythm. If you've ever felt guilty for wanting more than one path, stay with me. The myth of the one calling. We were taught to pick one thing, one career, one lane, one identity, but many of us are wired differently. You might be a corporate professional and a creative at the same time, a parent and a founder, a 9-to-5 employee and a writer, a leader and a learner. That is not confusion. That is capacity. The real challenge is not having multiple passions. The real challenge is managing them without burning out. Multi-passionate does not mean scattered. It means strategic. The reality of the 9-to-5 and dream building. Let's normalize something. For most people, dreams are funded before they are free. Sometimes you keep the 9-to-5. Sometimes you add a side hustle. Sometimes you take on an extra project seasonally. Not because you failed, because you are financing freedom. There is dignity in that. There is wisdom in that choice. There is power with that. Your paycheck is not your prison. It can be your platform. This is exactly the kind of honest conversations we have inside the MaxUverse Circle on Facebook. It is a free space for people building real lives and real dreams at the same time. No fantasy stuff, no crazy timelines, no comparison, just intentional progress. If you're balancing work, family, and vision, come join us inside the MaxUverse Circle. You are and you deserve a room where that reality is understood. You are not behind because you are still clocking in. You are building infrastructure. How to structure multi-passionate life without the burnout. Here is the key. You do not build everything every day. You build in seasons. For example, corporate career funds stability. Side projects builds long-term vision. Content builds visibility. Extra income stream builds speed. You rotate with focus. You define priorities per quarter. You protect your energy like capital. This is not about doing more. It is about sequencing wisely. If this topic resonates, here are some powerful companion reads, such as The Renaissance Soul by Margaret Livingston, The One Thing by Gary Keller, and Essentialism by Greg McKeown. And if you want curated books that support intentional growth without overwhelm, that is exactly why LitLu by MaxUverse exists. LitLu is our monthly book subscription designed for purpose-driven builders who want clarity, strategy, and momentum without the chaos. You can explore LitLu anytime at MaxUverse.com. Your range is not the problem. Your structure might be. Let's talk about the uncomfortable part. Sometimes your dreams require capital. Sometimes the timeline requires acceleration. And sometimes you add income not because you are desperate, but because you are determined. That might look like freelance work, consulting, selling products, teaching online, content monetization, investing strategically. The goal is not permanent exhaustion. The goal is temporary expansion for long-term alignment. Know the difference. Here is today's Glow Forward wisdom. You are allowed to build multiple streams without splitting your identity. You are allowed to grow slowly without shrinking your ambition. And you are allowed to fund your dreams before you live in them. Move faithfully, move strategically, move sustainably. This week's level of challenge: identify your current season. Are you funding, building, scaling, refining? Choose one primary focus for the next 30 days. Not everything, just one priority lane. Write it down, commit to it, honor it. If you are juggling multiple priorities and need a grounded way to stay focused, the Boss Buddy Guide was created for exactly that reality. It helps you track vision, responsibilities, and momentum without losing yourself. You can access it at MaxUverse.com. It's free. And if this conversation resonates deeply, my upcoming book launching this summer explores this exact journey of becoming, building, and honoring your quiet evolution. You can learn more about the book and the release updates at susanriley.co. And do not forget, we practice this in real time together. The Monday Focus Labs, our Tuesday Quiet Steps in the Making, our Thursdays Reading Hours, and our Sunday Resets. Tonight is Sunday, so I'll be on. You never have to build alone. If you want support from other intentional builders navigating careers and dreams simultaneously, join us inside the MaxUverse Circle on Facebook. We are not chasing hype. We are building legacies. If this episode spoke to you, like it, subscribe to Leveling Up Talks, and also share it with someone balancing a paycheck, a passion. Comment below. What is one passion you are committed to building intentionally this year? And if you like a simple weekly reset tool, I personally use the free Boss Buddy. It's there whenever you're ready. Now go be bold, go be brilliant, go be you, and I'll see you at MaxUverse.com.